Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Anthony Hitchens, second in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Caught left side by Funchess. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Gets around him. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They go play action with Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett again. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, Tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
A first down throw for Brissett. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Let's go. Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 24, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
These two. All right, Ernie. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, alert 3, alert
3. This is McCoy. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 15 yards on the play, first down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. The tackle made by Xavier Williams.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down now, it's Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Xavier Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Pierre Desir in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Let's go, D.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hit him for a loss, couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On second down, it's McCoy. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, baby.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this week. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. McCoy, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. LaShawn McCoy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 29, Brissett. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Brissett. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good. And he coughed it up, and the Colts pick it up. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mack. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 27, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, passed Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Being chased out left. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's McCoy. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Demarcus Robinson. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Come on, let's go. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. I got him. 58, boy, 58. 58 for Mike. I don't need to.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Play fake, Brissett. Incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 33.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
To throw, Brissett. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Steps away to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brissett sets to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returnable for Thomas. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Hey, hello. 480. Watch the
Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
That's caught left side by Hardman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
15.
He's back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They had no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play where